Yo, it's Tang, and today I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinion on Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I've recently beaten the game. I'll leave the link to my Let's Play down below. First and foremost, guys, I like to say I am not a Souls person at all. Prior to this game, the only Souls game I played, and I only played like maybe an hour of it, and I quit because it was so freaking hard, was Demon Souls. That game to me was so damn hard. And I heard that Wulong was like Souls-like, so I was like, God damn, I don't know if I can even do this. But since I'm a fan of Dynasty Warriors, this is what kind of intrigued me to even try the game, you know. And to my surprise, I really enjoyed it, and I was able to beat the game. So first couple things I want to mention to you guys. Maybe this game might be for you guys, maybe not, but maybe my insight can help you guys. If you never play any Souls game at all, coming from a guy like myself, this game, I think if you really play it and you're calm about it, I think you will enjoy this game. So this game here is you get to create a character, either female, male, and you kind of have to go along the story, hope fight the demon. Basically, there's demonic demons that you have to fight, and that's pretty much the base of the story. Suck thing is though, your character does not talk at all, which I wish my character does talk, but it doesn't say. Your character don't say anything. Don't think it does. It'd be like, It just be like making those noises. That's it. It doesn't say anything. That's very unfortunate. I was a little disappointed in that. So this gameplay here, guys, it really, go into this game, you have to be calm, and you're gonna die a bunch of time. Just to give you guys an idea, I've died 218 times in my playthrough. 218 times. And in my Let's Play, I keep a death counter so you can see how many times I died. Yes, 218 times. So don't go in thinking that you're gonna die maybe like 5-10 times. No, you're gonna die a bunch of times. You're gonna retry a boss fight so many times. That's how the game is. This game, you have to really, the key to this game though is really to deflect. What I mean by that is you could dodge. Yeah, you could dodge. But deflect is more of a key here, because when you fight a boss here, they use this thing called like a charge attack. And you know that they're doing a charge attack is because when they glow, when the body glows red, that's when they do a charge attack. And when they do a charge attack, you cannot block. You could try to dodge, but the key here is to deflect. Your timing has to be right. If you do not time it correctly and you get hit, well, first of all, your health goes down dramatically, and also that it lowers your morale. And morale is, guys, higher the morale for you, better off for you. Let's put it that way. So if the enemy morale is low and you're high, it's better off. It's easier compared to vice versa, where you're low and the boss is high. You have to deflect. Every time you deflect, it kind of gives you like a opening to attack the boss. Stun it as well. In the game, you have underneath the health bar, you have a spirit. You have like a blue spirit, which is like to the right side, and then you have like a orange spirit that's to the left. From my understanding, I might use the term wrong, I'm sorry, but every time you block or you get hit, your negative spirit, which is the orange, it fills up. And if it constantly fills up to the max, what's gonna happen is it's gonna stun you. The enemy hits you. It's gonna stun you, which means it's gonna leave you open. What you have to do is really deflect. Every time you deflect, it brings the spirit. It brings the spirit down to like neutral. Even if you pass it back to neutral, it's gonna be like going towards like the positive spirit. Going to this game, you just cannot be dodging every time. You can't be like guarding. You're gonna keep yourself. You're gonna get stunned. Let's put it that way. You're gonna get stunned. The game has multiple checkpoints, and if you die, you go back to wherever the last checkpoint is. To really get to the checkpoint, you have two flags. Well, one flag, really. One big battle flag. There's a big flag that's called battle flag, and then you have one smaller flag that is fortitude. The big flag, battlefield, basically that's your checkpoint. And that one, when you go reach to that battlefield flag, you get to level up your weapons, you get to buy stuff, you get to call reinforcement, and you have the smaller fortitude. That is basically a miniature battlefield. What that does is it restores your HP and it boosts your morale by 1. Every time you die, I believe you lose your morale every time, but it would not go lower than what your fortitude is. So you have to constantly put the flag down, otherwise you're gonna go back to like zero morale, and it's gonna be super hard. Throughout the game, you have like multiple fortitude, multiple battle flag. If you put all the flags down, the highest you get to is 20 morale. Every boss you fight, the morale is 20, but the most morale you could be or reach is 25. Just keep that in mind. 25 is the highest you can reach. and boss is always 20. Very important to go look around for those 42 flag and and battlefield flag. Every time we hit the battlefield flag, it resets your enemies. Every time you reach your battle flag, it restores your HP, it restores all your potions, and you get to level up your character. But every time you use those battlefield flag, it resets all the enemies. So it is pros and cons. The pros is you get to farm. The con is if you go through a trail where the enemy is hard and you almost died, or it was super hard to beat, you hit that flag again, they're gonna spawn back. The game style, you can either be aggressive or you kind of play stealthy. Me, I'm a stealthy person, so I play pretty much everything stealthy. The NPC here, the enemy here, guys, they are not very smart. It's weird because like you could stand right here and they don't detect you at all, which is very, very, very strange. And I found this little trick here. I don't know if it's supposed to be a glitch or they're gonna fix it or that's how the game is. But if you hold the block button and you jump, and you constantly jump towards the enemy behind them, obviously you jump behind them, they cannot detect you at all, which is very weird. I would advise do that. Hold the block button, the guard button, and just jump your way to the enemy. Hopefully they don't turn around and you could do like a preemptive strike. You get attacked from behind, which gets them off guard, which raises their spirit up higher, and then you get to stun them and you get to do more damage. So that's my key to that game here. And to level your character is weird. It has like 5 different virtues. So you have like wood, you have fire, you have earth, metal, and water. So it's not like a traditional level where like level up your attack here, level up your defense here, level up your special attack. Like certain games have that. This right here doesn't do that really. All I know is wood increase your HP and water increase like your stealth. Depends on what weapon you use. Like some weapon, fire is where you have to go, and others is like metal you have to go. So you have to pick and choose what weapon you're gonna use, and depends on the weapon you use, you have to upgrade the virtue to that. The way how you level up is it's like an experience. You collect chi, and this chi is what you use to level up. But what sucks is that you beating the enemies up, you're gathering your chi. If you die, your chi, the chi that you receive is cut in half. So let's say you have 50,000 chi. You die, now your chi is 25, and you have an option to go back. Whoever killed you, you could go back and revenge that. And if you beaten them, if you kill them, you get all your chi back. But I believe if you don't kill them a second time, you lose it. When you play the game, in the bottom left corner is like your experience point. If you see those experience points turn to yellow, basically what that means is you have enough points to level up. My tips to you is every time you hit that yellow, level up. Just level up. Don't save it. Don't do any of that. One mistake, you cut that chi in half, and it's gonna be a pain in the butt. The game here has 16 different weapons. You have to pick and choose which weapon you want. Me personally, I used the glides the first time I played the game. I thought that was a cool weapon, but then I found out that as I progressed through the game, that weapon is slow. It's powerful, but it's slow. And what happens is when the weapon is slow, you leave yourself open every time you swing so the enemies could attack you. So my 2 favorite weapons is like the staff and the dual sword. Staff is called 5-color Grudgel. The dual swords is Chivalrous Swordsman Dual Swords. Those are my 2 go-to because those 2 are fast. And what I mean fast is you can just go hack and slash them. You can call reinforcement in this game. Reinforcement basically helps you fight, progress through the battlefield. And I'll be honest, reinforcements are pretty stupid. The only good thing about reinforcement is that when you fight a boss, the boss will switch between focusing on you and then focusing on the reinforcement. When they focus on the reinforcement, that gives them, that opens them up where you can attack them. But yeah, the reinforcement are stupid. I'll tell you that much. If you level up your reinforcement to like Oath level 10, they gave you all the weapon, the armor. If that's something you want to do. Me personally, when I first played it, I leveled up Guan Yu because I wanted his weapon, his glides. But as I progressed, I stopped using that because I found out there's plenty of better weapons than that. As you progress, you get to collect cool weapons, cool armor. One of them is Lubu, halberds, which is so strong, but he's kind of slow, which sucks, but it's strong. He has his armor. He's even his feather on his head. That's what I use when I progress through the game. Bosses are hard, not an easy game. I read a comment where somebody said, I played Bloodborne, I played Elden Ring, I played Demon Souls, but this game is so hard. It depends. And I heard vice versa, you know. Going to this game, you know, I was calm. I have to be calm. Like if I rage, if I rage quit, I know I cannot beat this game. So I go into this game, I know I have to be calm because I know what I got myself into. Like this game is not gonna be easy, it's gonna be hard. The first boss you fight in the game, that was your test right there. That was your test. It literally took me like 35 tries to beat the first boss, and that is a test right there. If you are raging on that first boss, that means that this game is not for you, I guess. Me, I was calm, collective, tips and tricks along the way. Some bosses easier than others, some are harder. My one tip though is every time you fight a boss the first time, don't go straight in and charge. Fall back and just kind of like study their movements, see what their attack is. Because you have an idea to like gauge what you're supposed to do. What's their pattern like? You know, that's my tip. And every time they use their charge attack, when they're glowing red, that time you should deflect. You have to deflect if you want to stun them. Because every time you deflect, it stuns them, and then you do more damage. That's the way how to beat it, you know. But final thought, guys, I enjoyed it so much. There's so many battlefields afterwards. You beat the game that you could continue, which I plan on continuing. Like myself, who doesn't play Souls game. I enjoyed it. I liked it more than I thought. So, I mean, if you're like me, then give it a try. But go into this game, be calm, be collective, and you will be all right. You know, if you're ready to play Souls game, then you already know how this game is. You should be all right, hopefully. But that's my 2 cents on Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.